What if I told you that everything you've heard about the Mayan apocalypse is a myth? The idea that the world was supposed to end in 2012 sent people into a frenzy. Some prepared bunkers, others threw doomsday parties, and Hollywood even made a blockbuster movie about it. But was this prediction ever real? What did the Maya actually believe? And why do modern researchers say we completely misunderstood their calendar? Stick around, because today we're busting the myths, uncovering the truth, and revealing shocking new discoveries about the ancient Maya, the origin of the 2012 phenomenon. Let's rewind a bit. The panic over 2012 traces back to the Mayan Long Count calendar, which spans approximately 5,125 years. The calendar's latest cycle began in 3,114 BCE and ended on December 21, 2012. Because that was the end of a cycle, many assumed it meant the end of the world. But did the Maya actually believe that? Not at all. Scholars and archaeologists have long argued that this was a misinterpretation. The end of a cycle in the Mayan calendar is more like a reset. Similar to how we celebrate a new millennium, the Maya never predicted Doomsday. A groundbreaking 2021 study by Dr. John Carlson and his team at the University of Arizona examined ancient Mayan texts and artifacts. Their research found no evidence that the Maya ever predicted an apocalypse. Instead, they viewed the calendar as cyclical, meaning the end of a cycle was just the beginning of another. They analyzed inscriptions from key archaeological sites like Tortuguero in Mexico, where a controversial Mayan text references 2012. The study concluded that the Maya believed the date marked the return of the god Bolon Yokte K'uh, symbolizing transformation, not destruction. The researchers debunked the pop culture idea of a Mayan doomsday, showing that it was entirely a modern misinterpretation. The Maya's complex timekeeping system. The Maya were master timekeepers. They didn't use just one calendar, they had multiple. The Tizocan, a 260-day ceremonial calendar, worked alongside the Hab, a 365-day solar calendar. When these two aligned, they created a 52-year cycle called the calendar round. On top of that, they used the Long Count calendar for tracking historical dates over thousands of years. Their obsession with time was deeply connected to astronomy. They built their pyramids and temples in alignment with celestial events, showing an advanced understanding of the cosmos. But did they use this knowledge to predict the end of the world? The Maya and astronomy. In 2022, researchers from Brown University published a study showing how Maya cities were built to track solar and lunar cycles, using LiDAR technology to scan ancient sites hidden in the jungle. They discovered that nearly 60% of Mayan temples and pyramids aligned with solstices, equinoxes, and Venus movements. This suggests that the Maya weren't interested in predicting the end of time, but rather in harmonizing their society with celestial rhythms. The researchers emphasized that the Maya saw time as infinite and cyclical, reinforcing the idea that December 21, 2012, was never about an apocalyptic event. How the 2012 myth spread. So, where did this whole doomsday idea come from? It turns out, it wasn't the Maya, it was us. The panic gained traction in the 1970s, when scholars like Michael Coe speculated that the end of the Long Count cycle might signal an apocalyptic event. Over time, the theory snowballed, amplified by New Age movements, conspiracy theorists, and Hollywood. Books, documentaries, and even NASA had to step in to debunk the myths. Scientists reassured people that no astronomical events, planetary alignments, or cosmic catastrophes were set to occur in 2012. But fear sells, and the myth persisted. The Adjusted Maya Calendar. A fascinating 2023 study published in the journal Ancient Mesoamerica found that we may have even miscalculated the Mayan calendar itself. Researchers from Harvard University argue that due to calendar shifts and adjustments over the centuries, the original Mayan date of the so-called end might not have even been 2012 at all. Using advanced carbon dating techniques on inscriptions, they suggest that the Long Count cycle's end may have actually occurred several years earlier, or could still be years ahead. This completely dismantles the 2012 Doomsday prophecy once and for all. The real message of the Maya? If the Maya didn't predict Doomsday, what did they truly believe? The answer is more inspiring than you might think. The Maya saw time as a series of cycles, much like the changing seasons. Endings were never final, they were just new beginnings. To them, December 21st, 2012 would have been a cause for celebration. It was a renewal, a time to reflect, and a moment to embrace change. That's a lesson we can all apply in our own lives. Every ending is just a new beginning. What can we learn from the Maya today? Here's something incredible. Modern-day Maya descendants still honor their ancestors' traditions. They perform ceremonies on sacred dates, just as their ancestors did. They remind us that history isn't something of the past, it's alive, evolving, and always relevant. So instead of fearing imaginary doomsday predictions, why not take a page from the Maya's book? Embrace change, respect the cycles of time, and always look forward to new beginnings. So, did the Maya really predict the end of the world? Absolutely not. The 2012 myth was nothing more than a modern misunderstanding of an ancient culture's sophisticated timekeeping system. The Maya were astronomers, mathematicians, and visionaries who saw time as a never-ending cycle of renewal. If you found this breakdown fascinating, don't forget to hit that like button. Subscribe for more deep dives into history and myths, and let me know in the comments what ancient civilization you'd love to learn about next. Thanks for watching, and remember, every ending is just a new beginning.